How you doing guys, and welcome to the next video in my series where I'll be showing you how to get Silent Assassin, Suit Only, on Master Difficulty with the Sniper Rifle. This time I'll be taking on the third level, the Three-Headed Serpent. By doing all these requirements, we will of course have unlocked the Classics challenge, which requires you to complete the level doing everything that I've just said. However, to unlock the Classics challenge, you don't necessarily have to do them all in one playthrough if you don't want to. You could spread it across multiple playthroughs. One time you could play it and just get Silent Assassin. The next time you could do a separate playthrough and get Silent Assassin with your suit. The next time you could play and just get the Sniper Assassin challenge, which does not require you to get Silent Assassin. As long as you yourself are not spotted, you'll still get that challenge. So you don't have to do it all in one playthrough. However, I'm going to show you how you can complete the level and tick every single one of those things off the checklist so we can get the Classics challenge with just one playthrough. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is swap to 47 signature suit. You don't necessarily have to do this, but I just think it looks better. You're next going to want to make sure you bring along a briefcase, and stored in that briefcase, you're going to want to bring along any silent sniper rifle. If you don't have a silent sniper rifle, or you're just curious how you can get your hands on this Sega 300 Ghost, which is the best silent sniper rifle in the entire game, then I'll leave a link in the description below and also in the top right corner, which will take you to a previous video where I walked you through how you can get this awesome sniper rifle. You're also going to want to make sure you bring along a lockpick because we are going to be using that for this mission. And obviously it goes without saying, but we are going to be playing on Master Difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty in the entire game. So now that everything's been set up, let's get to the mission. When the mission loads up, immediately turn to your left and then run directly straight down this long street corridor until you get to the giant gates. When you get there, take a right, followed immediately by a left down a small alley, and just to the left of this wall there will be an opening in the crack of the wall. So quickly hop over this and immediately duck down. Run directly opposite you and up the stairs. Now don't worry if you get caught by the CCTV because we will be dealing with that a little bit later on. Unequip your sniper rifle and put it on your back, and then head around to this small railing. Hop over it and then slide over to the drain pipe, slide all the way down and hop over to your right and then immediately hide through the small window here. Run over to the sink on the left hand side and turn it on. Then just hide behind the door patiently until the guard comes in to investigate it. When the guard comes in, wait till he enters the room and then immediately shut the door behind him. Then quickly grab him and subdue him. After you've done that, you can drag his body over to the conveniently placed wastebasket at the back of the room. After you've done that, make sure the tap itself is still on. If it isn't, turn it back on, and make sure you pick his weapon up that he will have dropped, because we don't want the next person coming in this room finding that. Instead, we also want her to be distracted by the tap. Eventually, an older woman will also get distracted, so make sure you yet again hide behind the door and wait for her to come in. When she does, immediately shut the door behind her, and this time wait until she turns the taps off and then quickly run over and subdue her. After you've done that, then you can again drag her body to the exact same wastebasket we dumped the guard in earlier. Now, it's very important we take this woman out before we do anything else. After you've done that, hop back out the exact same window you used to come in, hop on the drain pipe and then immediately hop off the opposite side, and then just wait here where we can see our target directly opposite us. Now what we're going to do is when our target walks past this window, we're going to quickly hop in and subdue her before she can get to that door. The reason we had to take out the other woman earlier is because if we hadn't, she would also be in this room with our target. And when they both left together, the older woman would go first, leaving the door wide open. If we tried to grab her then the guard just outside the door will always hear. Because remember, on Master Difficulty, the guard's hearing is a lot more acute. That's why we had to take out the older woman earlier. Eventually, she'll finish her phone call. As soon as she walks past the window, quickly hop in and quickly grab her and subdue her. When she's unconscious, just pull out your sniper rifle and take your shot. After you've done that, drag her body to the window directly opposite you, and this will hide her body in the sea below, which means she'll never be found. Turn to your right and hop outside this window, which will take you back to where you started. Climb up the exact same staircase we did before, and this time it's time to take care of those cameras. Hop in the small window to your left and then immediately shoulder up to this desk and pick up the letter opener just opposite you. Because we took out the older woman earlier, that means she will not be in this room, which will make sneaking past a hell of a lot easier. Eventually, the soldier in front of us will move over to the giant table in the middle of the room. And after a couple of seconds more, he will turn around and head back to his original position. As soon as he has, use the letter opener you picked up and throw it to the far left of this room. This will cause both guards in this room to look in the direction you threw it. However, the guard on our right will turn back to his original position, and the guard on the left will go and investigate the noise. Now, the very second he goes, you quickly run to where he was standing and very quickly delete the CCTV footage. After you've done that, very quickly run back to your original position and hop out the window with plenty of time before they turn around. After you've done that, put your sniper rifle back in your briefcase, pick it up, and then head down the stairs back to the exact same hole in the wall we hopped over at the beginning. When you've done that, turn to your right and head back out to the exact same street that we started in. After you've done that, keep running down the street, across a small bridge, and into a small rock tunnel. When you get in the rock tunnel, about roughly halfway through, you'll notice a gap in the rocks, so hop over the small barrier and head inside. Head directly opposite you through this small area, keep heading directly straight through all the bushes, and then turn a left and you'll notice a gate in front of you. Use your lockpick you should have brought along to unlock this gate, and then immediately crouch down into the bushes because there will be two soldiers opposite you. Very slowly tell them, but don't get too close, and try not to move when they're either looking in your direction or they're too close to you. Because on master difficulty, even though they won't see you in the bushes, they will still see the rustling of the leaves, and if you're too close, they will come and investigate where that rustling came from. So instead, just walk behind them at a nice safe pace, and then when they stop, you stop as well, and then just patiently wait until they turn around. Eventually, both the guards will turn around and head back to the exact same position. Wait until they're at a nice safe distance and then immediately run opposite you into this small tunnel. Keep going down the staircases, turn slightly to your left and you'll notice a small bridge. Very quickly run across this bridge and then very quickly hide in the bushes just to your right to avoid spotting everybody. Turn to your right and keep heading directly straight, making sure that you stay in the bushes at all times. When you get to the very end of here, turn a left and hide behind this small tree because the two guards coming opposite us will see us if we keep moving. Remember what I said, on master difficulty they will come and investigate if they see rustling in the bushes. So to combat this, just stay perfectly still and then wait for them to turn around. When they have, head between this small crate and this blue generator and wait for them to walk past. When they have, very quickly run opposite you into the next bushes and keep heading opposite until we can see our target. Wait until he walks past and wait until there's no one looking on the other side, and then quickly run over to the next set of bushes. Turn a right and keep heading directly opposite you towards a small shed. Run to the left and run the long ways around the shed, and then turn to your right and turn off the air conditioning unit. After you've done that, turn around and immediately hide in the small bushes again. Eventually, a worker will come out to investigate the air conditioning unit, and when he turns his back, very quickly run up to him and smack him on the head with your briefcase. After you've done that, quickly drag back his body to the conveniently placed dumpster to the left hand side. After you've done that, go back to where he was standing and make sure you pick up the key that he dropped. Then head back in the same bushes and unequip your sniper rifle. Put it on your back, turn back to the building he came out of, make sure the coast is clear, and then use the key you picked up to open this door. When you get through here, turn to right and immediately hide inside this small crate. Now at this point, I strongly recommend that you use your one and only save right here. Remember, on master difficulty we can only save the game once and there's no autosaves. I recommend using it here because there are some tricky parts coming up. Eventually our target will come into this room and head over to the small deck opposite with a lamp on it. When he does walk past, quickly hop out of the crate you're in and then use your instinct to make sure there's no guards outside looking inside this window. If you're absolutely sure the coast is clear, very quickly run over to him and subdue him. If you've kept up with my timing, then you should be absolutely fine. However, if for whatever reason you are spotted, then luckily we just save the game so we can just reload and try it again. After you've done that, drag his body back to the crate, but don't put him in. Instead, pull out your sniper rifle and take your shot. After you've done that, now we can dump his body inside the crate, and this time you immediately jump in after him. The reason we've done that is because we can't leave the shed right now because there is a guard watching in the direction of the door, and if we try to leave now, he will see us. After a couple of seconds, the guard will walk past the window, so just wait here a few seconds more and then eventually he will turn around and walk past the exact same window. Once he has, hop out the crate you were hiding in and then head back out the same door you used to come in. Immediately head back to the bushes with your briefcase inside and conceal your sniper rifle back inside the briefcase, pick it up, turn to your left behind the shed again and head inside this small tunnel. Keep going and there'll be a locked gate, so once again use your lockpick to pick the lock and then carry on forward. When you get to the end, immediately shoulder up against these crates, and when that guard is walking away, immediately run around to your left and hide in these small bushes. Wait until no one's looking and then hop up and immediately run behind this stage. Now this bit can be tricky. Sometimes they'll come and investigate and other times they won't. If they do come and investigate, then luckily for us there's a conveniently placed red box just here. So if they do come looking, just hide in this box until they finish investigating and turn around. Once they have, head around the side of these trees, wait for this guard to walk past, and the very second he has, quickly head towards the staircase and climb up it. When you get to the top, turn left and keep heading straight towards this room. Use your instinct to locate where the people are in this room, and when the guy walks on the right side of this pillar, you quickly run along to the left hand side and duck in this room. Head opposite to the bathroom and then head over to the sink and turn it on to create another distraction. After you've done that, turn around and immediately hide inside this small cupboard. Eventually the guy will come in here, so hop out the cupboard and then immediately smack him on the head with your briefcase. After you've done that, drag his body in the same container that you were hiding in. Now if you got to him before he turned the tap off, then the other maid in the room will come and investigate the noise. If you got to him after you turned the tap on, then not to worry, just turn the tap on back yourself and then immediately hide inside this cabinet. Also make sure you pick your briefcase up, because if you don't, then this maid will spot it and go and pick that up instead of turning the tap off. After you've done that, make sure you wait until after she's turned the tap off before you subdue her, because if you don't, then that will lure somebody else in here and we don't want to do that. After you've done that, make sure you hide her body in the same container and then walk over and pick up your briefcase, turn to your right and head to this door, and then turn to your right again and hide inside this wardrobe that's here. And now we just patiently wait. Eventually, our target's wife will come in this room and stare at herself in the mirror for a couple of minutes. As soon as she walks over to the mirror, quickly hop out and then throw your briefcase at her head. Then quickly run over to her body and drag it in the exact same wardrobe that you was hiding in just moments before. Now there's no need to pick your briefcase up again because we'll be using it inside this room, so instead circle around and head out the side the opposite doors. Hide behind this small pillar and very shortly our target will come in this room. Because we've taken any and all potential witnesses out in this room, now we've got all the time in the world to pull this off with no risk of anyone seeing us. When he walks over to the mirror, you circle around to the right, get behind him and subdue him. After you've done that, drag his body into the exact same room where we knocked his wife out earlier, and conveniently, that's where we left our sniper rifle. After he's inside this room, go back to your briefcase, unequip your sniper rifle, and then take your shot. Now that all 3 targets are dead, dump his body in the exact same wardrobe we dumped his wife. Now you could just drop your sniper rifle right here and now if you wanted to, but I always prefer to put it back in my briefcase and take it along, just to give it a more professional touch. After you've done that, head back out to the balconies, turn a right towards the exact same staircase we came up, use your instinct to make sure this guard has walked past the bottom of the stairs, and the very second he has, quickly run down and head behind the exact same trees we hid behind earlier. Keep running along so you can run behind this stage. Use your instinct to make sure the coast is clear, and the very second it is, run directly opposite you and hop down this small pillar into the bushes. Then quickly circle around the rocks and quickly head back to the exact same tunnel we come in earlier. When you get to the end of the tunnel, turn a left and head behind the small shed. Keep going around the back of this small building and shoulder up against these crates. Keep going all the way around from crate to crate because there will be a woman who walks backwards and forwards in this area, as well as a guard wearing purple that's just in front of us. There will be another guard to your left on the pier, but he'll never turn around so we don't have to worry about him. Wait until both the woman and the soldier wearing purple are not looking in your direction, and the very second they turn their back, you very quickly run towards the helicopter. Don't stop for a second, head over this bridge, and then let's get the hell out of here. And there you have it, Silent Assassin with a 5-star rank on Master difficulty, all in our suit, with the help of our trusty sniper rifle of course. By doing every single one of these requirements, we will have unlocked the Classics challenge, and we did it all in one playthrough. Anyway guys, thank you for watching my video, thank you for watching my walkthrough, and I'll see you next time.